really depicts some really wonderful things. And I hope you have a moment to take a moment and take a look and see what really is on here. And granted, it took city council, and it took money, and it took the community, and it took the citizens, and it took the employees, but it took the vision, and it took the drive at the top to be able to make it go and to make it happen. And we certainly, Mayor, are very grateful for your effort and your time and your sacrifice as a family. I think I represent not only the citizens but the employees of the city in saying we thank you very much. You're a very dear friend of ours, and your family is a very dear friend of yours. And we appreciate your sacrifice and your investment into our community, and we hope that we can keep that ball rolling and moving forward. And we've already been talking with Mayor-elect Caldwell about we need a blank one now, and we need to start putting in what the next ones are on this picture. And I don't know if Sherry's willing to do a blank one for us, but I think that it's going to take everybody in this room and all of our employees that we continue with this same passion that's been here for the last 12 years to make it happen. So on behalf of all of us, and everyone will get a chance to give their best to you, but I want to personally thank you. I've been involved with the mayor now for 8 years here and 2 years as a council member, and I think he and I got along better when I've been an employee than when I was a council member. But I thoroughly enjoy every one of the Godfreys, and I'm grateful for them. I look at them as lifelong friends, and so we appreciate you and we thank you very much. I know that you've never made a speech before, but if you'd be willing just one more time to make that speech, I appreciate being able to hear from you.
The factory bell rings in 45 minutes. We have just enough material. We're probably here mostly because of my wife. She insisted that we have a celebration because I was very happy to not do anything and just live out my days in the office working away and then leave it the last day. But that's true not only in terms of this event, but I first went to her to ask if it was okay if I ran for mayor, which was the first time she'd ever heard the word run for any political office from my lips, was when I just came home one day and said, what if I ran to be mayor of Ogden? And it was a shock coming out of my mouth, to me as much as it was to her hearing it, I think, and she was very supportive after we talked through it, and so I'm really grateful for her and for our kids who have grown up with their dad as mayor, which probably wasn't easy sometimes. Sometimes it was good, I think, and sometimes it's not so good. They'll come home and kids won't like them because their dad did something at work, and so I'm sorry for all those bad times that you guys have had as well, but I've had an incredible family, and I'm so grateful for all that they've done and the support through the many years. So thank you, family, for coming today, even though you made me have this event. But this is a great group of people, and there's so many others that would add to the great group that's here that's really made a difference in this town. When we had some pretty audacious goals 12 years ago when we were camping out in the first floor of the building across the street. They'd given us an old little library corner, and we were there plotting what we were going to do. Richard remembers, he gave me the broken furniture. We scabbed together whatever we could and made a little makeshift office down there in the kind of the new old building over there. But it was a lot of fun, and we made some very audacious plans, and we had big dreams and hopes and aspirations, and most of them have actually worked out. Who would have thought that the things that we believed could happen in this town could? But it really has happened because of all of you, as we have our police department here, and I don't know if you realize this, but over a 10-year period, crime went down nationally, but Ogden City's crime rate went down almost at 50% faster rate, or dropped 50% more, if you will, than the national crime did during that 10-year period, which is amazing. I mean, that is an incredible drop, and so amazing things happen there, as well as the things, the buildings and the improvements that are the things that are most visible. It's easy for people to drive through downtown and see the improvements to Wall Avenue and the junction where the old mall was, and none of that, well, I shouldn't say none, certainly the junction was not on our plan when we came into office. 12 years ago now, we thought we were going to be revitalizing the mall, getting a few tenants in, because JCPenney had just announced they were going to leave, and Nordstrom, of course, was empty, and then the old Bon Marché Lamont's building was empty. So we thought we were going to find 3 anchor tenants, and the mall will be in great shape, and we'll turn our eye to different places. But there are many twists and turns and surprises, and you all have been very supportive, both as employees and community citizens, in making the difference. When we needed groups to come to the city council to help, show them that there was community support for some of these plans, this is largely the group that showed up and made a difference. And we're recounting some of the stressful times that some of our employees had. One of our employees, one day we were at a meeting, and his fingers were red and just like raw. And I said, what happened to your fingers? And he said, he goes, I can't sleep very well. I'm so stressed out about what's going on and trying to pull all these projects together that I'm losing the skin on my fingertips. And sure enough, after we got through some of those really stressful, tough times, his skin started growing back, and it was really sort of the touch. But we had a lot of employees doing crazy things, working long hours and weekends. In fact, last weekend we had an employee work through the night. He pulled an all-nighter here at the city to get a grant in on time for a major project that we hope to announce here in the next month or so. So just incredible things that people don't realize happen within a governmental body. And this is typically private sector stuff. People who are gunning for a bonus, are willing to come and work late and work extra hard. But here, the employees just do it. And when I need help, I know that there's this group of citizens that's also scattered around this room that I can call and say, we need your help with this. And you've been there every single time. So so I hope that this is really a celebration for everybody here and all that you all have helped accomplish in this town, because it really is remarkable. We have people coming from not only all over the state, but people from around the country now are calling and asking how we've done what's happened here. And one of you, I should say, somebody who has been very instrumental in pulling this all together, said, what's happened has been very impressive, and you all are to be lauded for that, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. And Ogden's potential and what's going to happen moving forward from here is going to be exponential. And I completely believe it, because I believe in the people we have in this room, and I believe in our new mayor. We're very fortunate to have Mike Caldwell here. And this town is going to see great things happen because of him. He has a different leadership style than I have, which is fantastic. Everybody will be relieved to have him come in and have a different approach and a different vision and do things in a different way. But I am very confident that he's going to be very aggressive in moving the ball down the field, and things are going to happen. And the analogy we keep using is the foot's going to be on the gas pedal. And we're very fortunate to have Mike, who's already made tremendous sacrifices to run and now win this office, and there'll be great things for many years to come under his leadership and with the team that we have here. So thank you all so much for coming. You're so kind, and I hope you'll come forward and have some great food. So thanks for coming today.